place where they talk.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you're new here, my name is Hannah and I make mum life content, vlogs and lifestyle content on YouTube and on Instagram. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and if you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so that you know when I post a new video. So today's video is going to be a Q&A. I asked on my Instagram if you had any questions related to Miss Great Britain or anything to do with the finals. So for those of you who don't know, I competed in the Miss Great Britain finals this year and I competed as Miss Ipswich, and I have had so many questions about the finals, how you enter, literally everything. So I did a little post on my Instagram story the other day and I just said, do you have any questions about Miss Great Britain or the finals or anything to do with the organisation? And I got so many questions, so I just thought I would answer them in a little YouTube video today. And yeah. Oh, I just spilled my Coke and I have a cream carpet. Okay, so I just have my phone here with all the questions on. Okay, so the first question that I have got is, would you compete again next year? I would absolutely love to compete again next year. I'm currently in the process of doing my application. So for those of you who don't know, you have to go on the Miss Great Britain website and all the application details are on there if you want to apply. But yeah, I definitely would want to compete again next year. It would be my third year. But I just have such a good time. Like last year, obviously I was pregnant and I had the best time. This year it was a completely different experience because I wasn't pregnant and it made everything a lot easier. And yeah, again, I had the best 2 days and it's such a good experience and you meet so many lovely people, so I will definitely be doing it again next year. I do feel that next year will be my final year of competing. The next question that I have received is, what was the highlight for you? This is a really hard question because all of it was just fantastic. There's so many things about it that I just love and so many things that I remember, but I have to be honest, I think the highlight would have been, and this is going to sound so ridiculous, was me falling over on Thursday night in the fashion wear round. So for those of you who don't know, I'll try and get the clip and put it here, but basically the fashion wear round on Thursday night, I walked out and my shoe basically snapped, and it snapped. I didn't realise that when I stepped my foot just fell out of my shoes and I kind of half fell over. But it was a highlight because the cheers and the applause and the love that the audience, the judges and all the girls backstage gave me was just incredible. So I literally just took my shoes off. Saffron, bless her, the national director, she was like, do you want to go again? Do you want to go again? I was like, no, just take my heels. And I just went down there, did my fashion wear round barefoot, and you know what? I was so happy. I felt so confident. I didn't care. I just literally cracked on. I just embraced it. it happened. I wasn't going to sit and cry about it. There was no point. I just embraced it for what it was. And yeah, the crowd cheering me and the girls backstage were just, they were proper oh, they were just sending so much love to me. And yeah, it was just weirdly a highlight for me. I'm glad it happened, put it that way. The next question that I received was, did you miss me? This comes from Rachel, who was my roomie last year, and yes, of course I missed you. The next question that I've got is, how did it feel to go on stage? Were you nervous? Yeah, I think I definitely was nervous. I feel like any time that you're being judged or you're going out on a stage, I feel like it's normal to be nervous. So yeah, I was a little bit nervous, but I remembered how amazing the atmosphere was last year and that made me not so nervous. The crowd, the girls, the judges, it's all just so amazing and it's all about empowerment and lifting each other up. So I was confident in the fact that I knew I was going to have a good time and be supported, and that made me less nervous. But yeah, of course there was nerves still there. And how did it feel to go on stage? It feels amazing. If you know me, I'm not scared of performing. I've been a gymnast, I'm a cheerleader. I love being on stage. I love being in front of people. So yeah, it was just, I love being up there. I love strutting my stuff, having a good time, and yeah, I enjoyed every single second of it. Next question is, are pageants expensive? I've had this question a few times, and they can be. It's completely how you want to play it. Some people want to spend thousands and thousands of pounds on dresses, other people don't, and it's completely what you make it. If you want to spend loads of money, you can. If you don't want to spend loads of money, you don't have to. So you don't have to be in a £2,000 dress to win. It's not about that, and it's about what you make of the experience. So this year, for example, my bikini was from Pretty Little Thing. My fashion wear round dress was borrowed from a friend, and the same with my evening dress. My lovely friend Alyssa, who just competed in Miss Swimsuit USA, let me borrow the dress. She wore it in the Miss England finals a few years ago, and I just loved it, and she said that I could borrow it. So I actually didn't spend a lot of money at all, but that was like completely my choice. You're not forced to buy a certain type of dress or spend a certain amount of money, and it doesn't affect you winning or anything like that. So it's completely up to you. If you want to spend that money on a dress because that dress makes you feel amazing, buy that dress, but like, you don't have to. So they can be as expensive as you want them to be. The next question that I received is, I want to enter but I have no experience whatsoever. To enter pageants, there is absolutely no requirement to have experience, and you can't get experience without doing it in the first place. So just because you haven't got any experience, it doesn't mean that you can't enter. Saffron and Matt, who are the national directors, are absolutely incredible with sending out all the information you need, all the support that you need, and also the other girls as well. Some girls have been doing pageantry for years, others are really new to it, but everyone's there to help each other. And yeah, so you don't have to have experience to enter. You don't need any experience whatsoever. Prior to this, when I entered pageants for my first few years, I'd literally never done one before. Like, I literally just went in blind and just had the best time, and that's all you can do. And yeah, that would be my advice. Go for it. Drop if you are interested in entering, or you have any questions or worries, send Saffron an email. The email address will be on the website, and it's also on their Instagram, and she will be so helpful with like how it all works, if you have any questions or worries, and kind of how to go about the entry process. So my next question, and I literally got this question 4 times this question was asked, or something similar, and it is it bitchy? I can safely sit here and say that I think there's a massive misconception about pageants and what they entail and how the girls are, and from my experience personally, I don't think they're bitchy at all. Every time I've entered, specifically in Miss Great Britain, the girls, the staff, everyone has just been so kind, welcoming, and it is like a big family. Like, everyone knows, whichever pageant system you've come from, it's just like a sisterhood, and everyone knows everyone, and everyone's just there to empower each other and be there for each other and be so happy for each other. Like, the screams that our new queens got when they got their crowns from all us other girls was absolutely incredible. Like, we're just there to support each other, look after each other, and just have the best time. And I've not experienced anything bitchy whatsoever in my time at Miss Great Britain on any of the years. It's just been filled with fun, love, and like girls supporting girls. If it was bitchy, I wouldn't be there, because that's not me. So yeah, it is not bitchy at all. My next question I have received is, what advice can you give to someone who is wanting to enter for the first time? I would say just go for it. Like, if this is something you want to do, just go for it. Get your application in and see where everything goes from there. Again, like I said before, feel free to email Saffron. She'll be able to answer any questions that you have, and she's super lovely. So yeah, any questions or worries, give her an email and she'll be able to guide you further. But yeah, I would just say absolutely go for it. Like, you're never going to know, and you're never going to be able to try it and know if it's something for you if you don't give it a go. So yeah, 100%, if you're thinking of entering, do it. And if you do know anyone like myself or from the pageant world, maybe drop them a message, just see what it's all about. I know I did when I entered Miss Great Britain for the first year, I messaged Jen Atkin, who was Miss Great Britain at the time, because I knew her from previous, and yeah, I just sort of wanted to find out a little bit more about it. And yeah, so the next question that I received is, what is your favourite moment from this year? And this is really difficult because there's just so many moments that were just absolutely incredible, but I think it would have to be the opening dance scene at the finals. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen it. It was like the most upbeat, happy, like just good vibes kind of dance opening number ever. Like, I absolutely loved it. Every single girl, if you look at the photos and the videos, had a smile on their face. It didn't matter if you did the dance right or wrong. We were all just having a laugh. We had such a laugh, like learning it and prepping for it, and just getting up on the stage, feeling amazing, and just, I think there's someone at the door. Hold on. Sorry, that was the Amazon driver. They made my delivery. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, the opening dance was definitely my favourite. I got back from the finals and literally watched that opening number back like a ridiculous amount of times. It was just so fun, and I remember doing it and just having the biggest smile on my face and just being so happy, and everyone was so like excited and full of adrenaline afterwards for the rest of the show. So yeah, I think that was definitely my favourite memory of this year. So that is all the questions that I have about Miss Great Britain. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any more questions about the competition or anything to do with it, or entering or anything like that, please leave a comment, or you can message me on Instagram, and I'd be more than happy to answer those. Applications for Miss Great Britain 2023 are now open, so you can head over to the website and find the application process over there. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe and click the like button down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!